Hi guys, what's up? Alex here. Today we are here with the Italian Grand Prix in F1 2015 career mode, and actually I think this is one of the most fun races I've ever had in F1 2015, so stick around, it should be a pretty interesting race. No spoilers yet. Anyway, this is qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix here, so obviously we're going to be switching to the option tyres for qualifying. Obviously doing a bit of practice on the prime tyres, looking for the race stint. The race pace looked decent, maybe not great, but it looked alright. And anyway, this is our qualifying lap, and as like we did in Spa, I decided to trim out the car in terms of downforce, so we're not running like hardly any downforce for this track here today. Obviously it's mostly straight lines, it's more straight lines than Spa was, so we are maybe more likely to have a decent result here today, because obviously in Spa we were so bad through the middle sector, but this one, it's not really many parts of the track where you need a lot of downforce. I mean, maybe this next sort of 3 corners here, you maybe need a bit of downforce, but apart from that, you're fine just running like trimmed out wings, like no downforce whatsoever. Even the big teams like the Mercedes and that will just run out a trimmed car. Even though they've got a great engine, they can just afford to run like no downforce just because the cars just go so fast like most of the time. I mean, you can see in the straight line here we're not actually losing too much time to the likes of the Mercedes because we've trimmed out the car so much in terms of the downforce. And you can see at the end of this sort of shorter straight here we're doing 214 miles an hour there, and it's just this part here where I always struggle a little bit. You can see I lose a little bit of time to Hamilton and his Mercedes through there. So under the bridges, down this back straight here, how fast are we going to be going as we head into the parabolica here? It doesn't look like we're going to be going as fast into there, only 211 miles an hour. You know, it says a lot when you're saying only 211 miles an hour, you're travelling down the back straight here. But the short run to the start-finish line, obviously the start and finish line in different places here in Monza, so obviously it's a shorter run to the finish line than it is to the start line. And the Toro Rosso team pretty happy with that. Obviously another decent qualifying result. Spa was alright. I think this one in terms of pace we're just a little bit closer to the actual faster cars. You can see 0.8 of a second. We beat our teammate actually by a second there, which was really good. We didn't beat him in practice actually, guys, and that was pretty surprising to have that much of an advantage, but I did a good setup job, I think. I did, you know, the right setup for the right track, and we've got a pretty big advantage over Grosjean, who's sort of the person we're racing in most of these races now, so that is good to see. Managing to beat Grosjean is definitely a good thing for the race. But anyway, let's head over to Crofty and Davidson for the preview.
The time has come for the drivers to put all they've learned this weekend into reality. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton absolutely drove it like he stole it yesterday, storming to pole position. He'll be intent on continuing in that aggressive vein in today's race to secure the victory.
It's certainly better for a driver to be out in front, as they're able to drive without having to contend with the dirty air and overheating caused by being sat behind another car.
It's been a really disappointing season so far for Red Bull. They aren't getting the points that they believe the car is worthy of.
After such a successful run, things certainly aren't going so well now. However, facing a bit of adversity often brings out the best in a team of people that are used to winning. It will be interesting to see if Red Bull can respond.
So here we are then, guys. It is race day for the Italian Grand Prix. We are starting in 7th place here, just ahead of Romain Grosjean and just behind Felipe Massa in 7th place. The lights are out and away we go. We go directly into the rich fuel mixture here in Monza. We want to get a good start, but look at that, a great start there from Grosjean. So after he gets past, we decide to go to the inside, break it a little bit later than the rest of the AI. Down the inside of Massa, maybe we're going side by side with him here. Through turn 1, there's contact. We get very sideways there. We'll have to look at that in the replay in a second there to see what actually happened there. Did I turn across, or was there a car on the inside that was going way too fast and just couldn't get it slowed down? We'll see in a minute when we look at the replay here, but we've got a lead still over Romain Grosjean here. We've lost a bit of time through the first sector to Felipe Massa. That's over a second to Felipe Massa and just over a second to Romain Grosjean behind us here, so a decent start, I suppose. I mean, obviously it would be nice to get past Massa and maybe Bottas as well, but we got a bit sideways into the gravel on this first lap of the race. Is definitely not what you want. You don't want to have gravel all over your tyres for the next couple of corners. But let's have a quick look at this start once again, guys, because we want to see what happened at the first corner. Obviously Grosjean had a really good start. He managed to get past us on the run down to turn 1, but we put our car down the inside here, braked later, and we had the inside line here. So into the next corner, what happens is actually Grosjean and Hulkenberg making contact there, and Hulkenberg actually spun out of that, so that's interesting to see. I think I was just sort of turning into the corner as if only one car was going to be there, but that's actually Grosjean hopping over the curbs on the inside there. Actually meant that we were trying trying to go 3 wide through that corner. It just didn't work out there. Obviously Grosjean carrying a lot of speed through there and trying to keep up with us, but it just didn't work out for him there. And you can see in just in a second here, we're going to run through the gravel ever so slightly. You can see we just ran a bit too wide, touched the gravel there, which sort of ruined our run onto this next big straight here, but I suppose it doesn't matter too much. We'll get over it. But anyway, onto the second lap here, going on to the third lap any second now. You can see we've actually lost a bit of time to Massa. It's not like flew off into the distance like I would have expected, but we ran a bit wide there. And Grosjean is definitely catching up to us here. You can see get to Massa's about 3 seconds, but we've got Grosjean right up behind us here. He's gone for the move. We try and go move on the outside here, but he slightly moves over us on the braking zone, but we go around the outside of him there, and that puts us back into, oh no it doesn't, it goes back past us there. Grosjean with a really good exit out of the first chicane there, and we drop back behind him, back into 8th position here. And we're going to look to the inside. There's lots of sparks coming out the back of Grosjean's car. He's obviously running it quite low here in Monza. We're trying to look down the inside. No, we're trying to go around the outside. Who's that going to work out? Going to go side by side with Grosjean. Now there's a bit of contact there. That sends us a bit sideways. It means that we're going to have to catch up to Grosjean once again. But let's have a look at that all again from Grosjean's point of view here. So you can see we run a little bit wide here. Not too sure exactly what I'm doing here, but run a bit wide onto the straight, gives Grosjean a really good run. He has the help, I think, of DRS as well, maybe? I'm not too sure. But anyway, down this main straight here, obviously he's got a Mercedes power, so he'll be faster than me anyway. But into the first turn there, I think he tries to move over ever so slightly into turn 1. But there's space down the outside, and we do go for it. But he has a really good run out of this first corner here, and he moves himself back into the position there, back into 7th place, if I remember correctly. So that gets him back into the position there. And if we skip ahead a little bit later to the end of the lap here, you can see we're really trying to put the pressure in the mirrors here. You can see we're right up behind Grosjean once again, so we can look for an overtake. I think we'll actually switch to my camera view any second now to see the move. We go to the inside of Grosjean into the Parabolica. That moves us into the 7th place here, but who is going to have the DRS? Last lap I don't think Grosjean actually did have DRS, but we will on this lap because we were behind him, I think, in the detection point. Will we? No, we don't. So it's actually Grosjean. I thought we were behind him in the detection point, but obviously not. He's going to have to move down the inside. Is he? Is he going to brake late enough? No, he's not. We keep the position there ahead of Grosjean. We stay in 7th place here. But Grosjean comes back at us on the next lap here. You can see under the bridge he goes for the move and he gets the position under the DRS the next lap through. So that's not good for us. Grosjean, we're going on board with him here now. You can see us trying to go around the outside. That definitely wasn't going to work out. Grosjean isn't going to give up the position that easily for the P7 which he currently holds. So let's have a look at it now from my point of view down to the Parabolica from the cockpit camera here. Obviously not the one that I use normally, but we can see a slightly different perspective of how this move will hopefully end up being here. So we're in the slipstream here. We're going to have the help of DRS down this main straight here. I accidentally skipped back here to I think Felipe Massa, or sorry, Felipe Nasr I should say. Anyway, down to turn 1 here, you can see with the DRS wide open and the slipstream thanks to Grosjean. He brakes late however, and we do just have enough of an overlap to go back through down the inside and get back to position here. But let's skip to lap number 5 here. You can see we've got no gap on Grosjean here. He goes for a move once again. He goes down the inside. And he gets that position once again. And you can see I'm trying to go around the outside of him there, but it's just not working out for him. And let's have a look at more action here. You can see we're going down the back straight away here. Grosjean, he defends to the inside. We go to the outside. Looks like he's going to well, we're going to complete the move. We go around the outside there and we get the position. But are we going to be able to defend from it? Because he's surely going to have the pace down this main straight once again to get past us here. And I think you have the help of DRS as well down this main straight. So down the main straight he goes side by side with Romain Grosjean. And he gets the help of the DRS, does he? Yes, he has the DRS open down to the first turn. Looks like the AI are getting caught up in some traffic, are they? But we managed to go around the outside, braking a little bit later than Grosjean, hopping across the curbs. But he gets a really good run out of the corner there, and he manages to get back past us here. So really good racing here with Romain Grosjean. I'm having so much fun. This, as I said, is probably my most favourite race I've actually had in career mode, definitely, but maybe in the game at all. But he's trying to go around the outside of me here, but he doesn't get that done. We keep our P7 for now. And it's pit stop time on lap number 7 here. You can see we're cruising along the pit lane to the Toro Rosso guys. Down the pit lane a little bit, obviously. So we fit the prime tyres, which are the medium compound, I think, with a decent pit stop there. Once again, Toro Rosso guys have done a really good good sort of season, really, with pit stops. So they've had a really good season. And heading out the pit lane here, you can see we are in P11 behind Lewis Hamilton, who's obviously just come out the pit lane as well. Not too sure why he's dropped down to the car in front of us here. He's not even behind, he's not even right behind someone there. So maybe Mercedes have double stacked their cars in the pits. That would be a weird strategy to go by, but maybe they've done it. But anyway, next lap, guess what's happened? Grosjean, DRS on me. Is he going to try and go around the outside this time? I think he is. but I just don't think it's going to work out for him, is it? Oh, well, he brakes really late around the outside. He's locking up. And does he? Oh, there's contact. There's definite contact there as Grosjean tries to go past us here. Let's have a look at that from Grosjean's point of view here. Do we cut across him, or does he go across the curves? Let's have a look here. So, no, he doesn't really go across the curves there. So that's me just turning in on them there. So that's obviously not good for me there. I'll try and have clean racing throughout this career mode, but just a little bit of a mistake there on my part. I didn't realise he was so alongside there, so I wouldn't have blocked him off like that otherwise. But yeah, I didn't realise he was quite so alongside us there. But anyway, let's have a look at this from Grosjean's point of view. Down later on in the lap, you can see he's really challenging us here, and we've gone into the gravel. Looking at it from the cockpit camera, he goes past here, but is he going to keep it? Yes, he's maintained it down the inside here. It's side-by-side stuff, and Grosjean is actually getting caught by Rosberg as well. I should say both of us getting caught by Rosberg as well. I think Rosberg's actually two-stopped weirdly in this race, but look at that, Rosberg is going for the move round the outside. I think he has DRS as well. We're going to quickly see this from my point of view. No, we get DRS as well, but yeah, he does get it as well, but we brake ever so slightly later than Rosberg. We go past him and we get back into P5 because some reason a couple of cars have two-stopped in this race. Don't ask me why, but a couple of them have, and that's actually let us in a really good position here. So down this back straight once again, down to the Parabolica. Look at that behind. I think Nasser's actually battling over Rosberg. Rosberg having two stopped. Nasser obviously only one stopped as well. He's coming back at us towards the end of this race. He saved his tyres for this last lap of the race as well, or these last laps I should say. But let's look at this move here, guys, because we're trying to go past Grosjean and we get back 4th place now because I think someone else has pitted as well. We did initially get to 5th place after everyone's pitted, but I think someone pitted on the last lap of the race here, and that's put us up into 4th place. I don't know why. AI just like to randomly pit towards the end of this race. I don't know why Mercedes thought a two-stop strategy would be good for Rosberg. It definitely didn't play out that way for him, and he's actually enthralled in a battle with myself, Grosjean, and Felipe Nasser is actually joining the party as well. So we've got about half a lap left now of this Italian Grand Prix. It's a 4-horse race here for 4th place, so I could drop down here to 7th place if I lose these positions here. Maybe 8th place. I think there's a Red Bull of probably Ricciardo coming at us as well. So this whole race is really boiled down to this last lap of this race here. It's really got exciting. We make a slight mistake through here, touching the gravel ever so slightly, and Grosjean has a really good run and the help of DRS here, and Rosberg's literally tucked up right behind his gearbox as well. But are they going to have enough speed to get past us here at the end of the straight? Grosjean's trying to go down the inside. He's made the move stick as there's a little bit of contact I think as Grosjean ran a bit wide through the corner, but we have the advantage down this back straight here, and Ricciardo's trying to come in and join the party as well. This last lap is absolutely insane. Down to the Parabolica here, they're trying to run too wide down into the Parabolica. I don't know how they're going to try and do it. They're running too wide around the Parabolica. There's slight contact between Grosjean and Rosberg. Rosberg's got the move around the outside. There's contact to the line. It's a 3 wide across the line. Who's actually got the position? I don't know. Look at that, guys. It's 3 wide across the line. I don't even know. Did we get the position and did we keep 4th place? That was such a crazy last lap. I wasn't even seeing whether we kept our position there across the line. But yes, we do. We got it by a 1/10 of a second over over Grosjean and Rosberg. But absolutely crazy race there, guys. I really enjoyed it. And also look at the standings. We maintain our 5th place, which is great. And there we are, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that race. It's been Alex Mad here. Goodbye.